Softball Complex.
And good evening, everybody. Suwannee High Bulldog Softball is now on the air. It's our first softball broadcast. Wayne Luttrell, Tom Daniels, here in the booth. We're in Live Oak, where tonight the Suwannee Bulldogs play host to the Madison County Cowgirls.
And we had a very entertaining JV game that Suwannee won.
Yep.
And a lot of runs, about 15, 16 runs scored in that game.
Yeah, high-scoring game.
And as I look across the stats tonight, I looked and I said, Madison's hitting 352. Maybe I'm reading this wrong.
Yeah.
Well, they've only played 2 games.
Right. It's early in the season.
And I look at Suwannee, and it's like, well, they're hitting 329. Well, they played 3 games, and they're 1-2.
Madison comes in 1-1.
Right. So and if this was a baseball game, and we'll see how it travels here, Wayne, the wind is whistling out there. That flag is like straight out.
Yeah.
So it's going to be entertaining. And if this game is anything like the JV game, it is going to be a very, very exciting game. Stolen bases, plays at the plate, infield in. I mean, it's like regular baseball, only it seemed a little more animated.
So if you're watching the stream right now, that's on the mound, number 24, that's Angela Voss. She is getting the start tonight for the Suwannee Bulldogs. Addison Peterson is behind the plate. Got Felicity May over at first base. Leighton Starling, your second baseman. Emmeline Watley is your starting shortstop. Maylee Gaby is the third baseman. You got Timberly May out in left field. Brianna Stevens in center field. And Tamariana Hill is your starting right fielder tonight. They also have, instead of the designated hitter, they got the designated player. And that's going to be number 15, Miley Kinsey for the Suwannee Bulldogs. So Madison is going to lead off here. Logan Bass is going to be your first batter, number 12. The shortstop for the Madison County Cowgirls leads things off as we get underway here in Live Oak.
And Voss has made 1 appearance this year and got 2 batters out, so we have a 0-0 ERA.
And her first pitch is in there, hits the corner for strike 1. A little bit of heat on that first pitch.
And Wayne, she's a lefty.
She is. And that one was in the dirt, so count goes 1-1. Leadoff batter for the Madison Cowgirls. Got Alden Bass on deck. She's the opposing pitcher, followed by Lexi Eads, who was the backstop for Madison. There's the 1-1 delivery up high. And the count quickly 2-1. Good crowd on hand here, but still plenty of room if you are listening to the stream and you're in the area. Come on out. Watch an exciting high school softball game. The pitch, and that's in the air to left center field. Calling for it, the center fielder, and she will make the squeeze. Nice play out there by Brianna Stevens.
And Wayne, I said, we started with a left-handed pitcher tonight. And when we were watching the JV game, we saw an oddity, and that was a left-handed catcher. Don't see too many of those in baseball or softball.
Yeah, you were talking about the experience of, having run the sporting goods store, the Sports Connection, was just trying to find a left-handed catcher, Smith. Not as easy as it sounds.
No, it's they're in single digits.
You have to scour the country for one.
Yeah, and I know everybody wants to know that the last left-handed catcher in the major leagues was Dale Long, and that was back in 1961.
Alden Bass, the opposing pitcher, at the dish here. And that's up high. Count even, a ball and a strike. 1 down, top of the first inning, just underway. Here at Richard Norris, the Sports Complex, home of the Lady Bulldogs.
And Wayne, you'll notice there are 3 Basses on the Madison lineup, and that's also one of the coaches. So big family influence there.
No doubt about it.
Those are the Basses on the other side of the river.
Sonia Bass, one of the assistant coaches. Ansley Rogers, the head coach. Madison. All right, here comes Voss with the toss. And that one is into left field. May calls for it. No, going to be the center fielder. Stevens takes it right here on the warning track and makes the catch.
Yeah, and I went on to the field before the game to see how it was, and I will tell you, quite frankly, it was better than the Lake City baseball field we were on last week. They, between games, they went out and raked it. And for this time of the year, there's enough grass out there and no grass in the infield, complete dirt infield. And there is no per se warning track out there. So both of those balls, the wind is blowing the wrong way for both of those balls. Otherwise, they could have very easily gone out of here.
Lexi Eads at the plate. She's the catcher for Madison. 2 down in the inning. Got a piece of that one. Quickly 2 strikes on her.
Yeah, she's only batting .429 this year. 3 for 7, 4 runs, an RBI. She's been first 2 games. She's been ripping it.
Let's see if Voss can keep her in check here. Angela's pitch. And a little late on that one. Foul back to the screen. Got a piece of it, though. Staying alive.
This is like being in Camden Yards or something. You got the water tower up there in right field. It's twilight.
That's a cool backdrop.
Oh, it is. It is real cool. People need to come out and support this sport. It's entertaining.
It is. And these are good athletes. They're building a new field house back here. They've started construction on that, so that should be ready probably next year. But going to have some upgraded facilities, which is great to see. And this one is on the right side, twisting. Right fielder calls for it, off her glove. Off her glove, and so Hill got underneath it, but could not make the squeeze, and all the way around to third base goes Eads. Well, that's a costly E9 right there.
Yeah, and
he got there in time and was underneath it, but
well, I'm wondering if the ball was in fair territory.
It was,
and you had a better angle than me. That's the great thing about live streaming, because when you watch this game later tonight, you could see and say, "Oh, geez, Tom, what game did you see? It was fair by 10 feet."
We don't really get to see the stream here. We're just looking at the field. To the shortstop, to first base, in time, and she gets out of it without a run. So at the end of a half inning, it's Madison 0 and Suwannee coming to bat next. High school softball featuring the Suwannee Lady Dogs here on rivercountrysports.com. Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. You know, at J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, collision repair, paint jobs, bumper repair. They'll handle your insurance claim for you. At J&W, no job is too big or too small. They also sell vehicles, repair vehicles, retire vehicles, plus front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-1377. Online at jwautos.com. Your trusted local real estate partner in Live Oak, Grantham Realty, for all your real estate needs in North Florida. With over 20 years experience, they're more than just a real estate agency. They're your friends and neighbors, dedicated to serving this vibrant community. So whether you're buying or selling, you can trust Grantham Realty to provide solutions that fit your needs. At Grantham Realty, you'll be treated as a friend, not a number. Contact their friendly team today. Grantham Realty, 386-362-7080. And back here at the North Softball Complex, Wayne and Tom. Man, we're not used to having this much room. We don't have to get this much room on the baseball side.
Oh, this is great. This is a great facility here. I just need a chair that's a little bit higher so I could be calling the balls and the strikes.
So we have our 4-camera setup. I understand our center field camera is not working right now. So hopefully we get that going before the game is over with. They had to go with first base and third base. We've got Paul Buchanan running one of our cameras tonight and Lucy Golub on the other side. And we sure appreciate them. Miss Tammy, of course, is out of commission this week. And so we wish her a speedy recovery as she is battling some medical conditions. But meanwhile, we got Sawyer behind us who's running the stream. As we get ready for the bottom of the first inning, Addison Peterson to lead off for the Suwannee Lady Dogs, followed by Brianna Stevens and Felicity May. On the hill for Madison is Alden Bass, and she has pitched.
Oh,
she's the only pitcher that they have listed.
Yeah, and she may be the only pitcher that they need. 11 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts in 11 innings. So
pretty stout.
She can bring it. She has given up a hit an inning, 12 hits. She's walked 6, but her ERA is at 3.18. And as you said, she's a Bass, and there's a few of them on that team. And our Addison leads it off, Addison Peterson. And among other things, although she's not there tonight, she has pitched for us. She's catching this evening. Where's number 22? And I mean, that's another amazing thing. Having done a million uniforms in my lifetime and running out of numbers when we used to like iron them on the back. God forbid we gave somebody an 87 in baseball. All right, now it's regular stuff.
Yeah, softball, the numbers, especially for Suwannee. You got 22, 53, number 12, 47, 52, 87.
Yeah, I mean, I got to thank Aaron Judge.
We got a 99.
Yeah, that's why I got to thank him.
1-1 count here on Peterson to lead off for Suwannee in the bottom of the first inning.
And this girl can bring it.
She can. I like those cowgirl uniforms, by the way. They're wearing their all black tonight. Squared to bunt and did not come up with it. So 2 strikes quickly. Ball and 2 strikes and the leadoff batter for Suwannee.
And Wayne, there was a time that, people screamed and yelled and hollered. And, we watched the JV game and girls green and black. Here's Madison. Their colors are maroon. They're wearing black and white. So, I mean, it's a thing of today.
It is.
People need to just accept it.
Yeah. Everybody has the dark uniforms. And, some teams like to have, like a blackout night or what have you. But I kind of dig it,
Oh, yeah. Hey, if you're the guy who sells uniforms for a living, it's great.
Yeah. You want as many combinations as you can get, right?
And I used to wash them. And I have to tell you, washing the black uniforms was just such a joy as compared to the white ones. Oh, yeah, man.
Harder to get the dirt out of those. 2-2. That's a count here. And rip that one foul. That's over toward our camera operator there. So Paul ducked out of the way.
Well, the pitch is a little tight, and she was able to get the bat on it.
2-2 against number 22.
Boy, the infield is awfully in.
Yeah, well, that's softball. Those bases are close together. On the outside corner, that's a called strike 3.
And Wayne, how close are they? 60 feet apart.
Yeah, and they get down that line in a hurry. So, I mean, just a bobble, and it's probably too late to make the put out.
Baseball is 90 feet if, people are wondering. And they have the double first base here, if you want to explain that.
Well, that's to avoid the collision. The runner hits the bag on the inside, and the fielder normally hits the white bag, but the orange bag on the foul side is where the runner should go to avoid collision. They've started using that in college baseball now. Swing and a miss. This is Brianna Stevens at the dish.
Well, did you lose sleep because you're such a traditionalist, or did you say it was okay?
I'm not a big fan of that in baseball. You're
not a fan of any
collisions are part of the game. So I just told you I like the black uniforms. I'm come a long way here. 1-1. Felicity May on deck for Suwannee. No score. Bottom of the first inning.
Well, Brianna is our center fielder, and as you said, number 53.
Yeah, she's made a couple of nice defensive plays already in this game. And didn't mean to, but that's going to be a base hit over the third baseman. And, playing up like that, that one just got over her glove and into left field for a base knock.
With a base hit.
Well, that's the first hit of the game. Madison got on via an error. So the ice is broken.
And we got a runner at first base for Suwannee. And let's see if they can cash in on that. Felicity May now comes to the plate. I don't think we're going to have as many runs as we had in the JV game.
No. And Felicity, the first baseman, and usually girls softball, that first baseman is somebody who can hit. And she's third in the order, so that kind of tells you that he is somebody who could hit.
Like one of May. And if you watch the, you can't get the lead off, but if you watch them, as soon as that ball crosses the plate, they'll take off and get that quick lead. Squaring to bunt. And there goes the runner. And she'll dive head first in there. Safe at second base. Stolen base for Stevens.
And I told you, Felicity was a hitter.
Well, she was protecting a runner there.
Yeah. Well, she's 5 for 12 on the year, Wayne. I know the season's early, but she got a triple and hitting 417. So that's who you want up right now.
The 0-2 pitch. And got a piece of it. Staying alive. That one's out of play. Foul. Maylee Gaby is the on-deck batter. Starting third baseman for Suwannee.
0-2. She's going to be protecting here, and she's probably not going to see a strike.
Well, that's what she did in that last pitch, as she was just protecting and fouled it off to stay alive up there. And again, out of play.
And, she could put one of those, even if she puts a foul ball like that in play, it'll be enough to move the runner to third. And then the pass ball, wild pitch is always in play in softball, more so than in baseball.
She'd get around on it with that swing. I'll tell you what, that ball's going to go a long way.
Oh, yeah. And she maybe can take it opposite field.
She was just a little late those last two, but staying alive, doing what you have to keep that at bat. There's the pitch. And again, got a piece, just got a piece to hang in there. She's battling.
Well, she puts it anywhere, and Stevens is going to be on third base because she's got some speed. And we saw that. She was in center field, made 2 good plays.
Sure did.
And not that other people don't have athletic ability, but some people have more athletic ability than others, and she seems to have some.
And that's inside. Ball and 2 strikes.
Well, she got 2 more pitches to waste here, but Stevens has got to be looking, because if she wastes one in the dirt, that changes the complexion of the game.
She's looking for any reason to take that extra base, that's for sure. That's his pitch, swung and missed. That was down in the dirt, and they'll throw down to second base, not in time. So 2 down in the inning, both strikeouts. You said she had 12 coming in, 17?
17 and 11.
19 now.
Yeah.
On the year. Here comes the third baseman now, Maylee Gaby. That's Terry Phil, by the way, on the PA. He does a great job out here, man. He pumps the crowd up. They got music. Good stuff. The pitch. Ball 1 on Gaby.
And he's only 5 for 10 on the year. He'd like to be hitting 500.
Yeah. I'll take that anytime.
And
Is that a balk?
no,
it just
it's a
coming over.
timeout.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what that was about, but whatever it is, shortstop and third baseman going back. And I don't know, this takes some getting used to, because you have a left-handed batter. The third baseman, in all seriousness, is about 40 feet away. Maybe 40 feet. She may be 30 feet away.
And, a lot of times, especially JV, I noticed a lot of them wearing those face masks. The pitcher's wearing one, because sometimes you get that line drive back at you.
Well, I'm playing third base, and I'm playing 30 feet off a home plate. I'm wearing one too.
Yeah.
I might be wearing a chest protector.
The 1-1 pitch. Trying to go with the pitch and
Yeah.
tried that toward third.
Trying to go opposite field.
Ball and 2 strikes. And give Alden Bass credit out there, man. She is battling. Runner at second base, but 2 down in the inning. Suwannee trying to get a run here, and they're at bat in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, that's kind of like Vince Coleman there. Just slap that ball and hope that you can beat it out.
And she's trying to put it in play, but so far it's been in foul territory, so the count stays a ball and 2 strikes. Leighton Starling is the on-deck batter, but 2 down in the inning.
And again, she fouls it off down the third base line.
And that is a called strike, but it got by the catcher, and so she'll get first base. Strikeout and a pass ball. So first and third now for Suwannee. And that brings up Starling here.
And we're a little bit on a time delay here. I was fooled.
Yeah, no, watch the field. This is, we got the stream, but there's a 25-second delay. So in effect, it's a cheesy replay for us. You weren't supposed to give away our secrets.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm looking down here at third base. I see Coach John Paul is out there talking to the runner at third, and a legend in Hamilton County, part of that
Becoming
team.
a legend in Suwannee County. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, yeah, doing a great job coaching.
All right, Starling sits and waits. Got two men on, and they'll give away second base. So now both runners in scoring position. Catcher's indifference.
Catcher's indifference, Wayne. No, don't be putting these stolen bases down.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to call the game? And I'll pick on you.
Yeah.
All right.
I've seen your official scoring.
Yeah. You don't even keep a book.
It's all in my mind.
And that was touched, I believe, so that should be a fair ball. I thought she got a glove on it in fair territory, but apparently they call it a foul.
Well, you know, Wayne, with a 25-second delay, we will find out.
Yeah, again, you're giving away. The folks at home don't get that privilege. Yeah, we didn't switch the camera quick enough, so there you go.
2-strike count.
Yep.
Ducks on the pond.
Charlie waits for her pitch. That went outside. And she tried to get her to chase there.
Well, the infield is not where it was last time. They're pretty much normal depth.
They're playing in at third. And just is it going to be? Yep, it's going to fall in front of the left fielder. One run is in. Here comes the second. And Suwannee takes a 2-0 lead. Nice piece of hitting late in Starling.
He just hung in there, and you know what? They all look like line drives in the scorebook, Wayne. In your scorebook, every one of those hits will look like a line drive.
Absolutely right. It goes down as a base hit and 2 RBI.
Little bloop shot to left field, and with 2 outs, the runner's going. Suwannee quickly takes a 2-0 lead.
Emmeline Watley now the batter. Suwannee shortstop, batting in the number 6 position.
And Wayne, I love her number, 87. You can't go wrong wearing a number 87.
You don't see that much in baseball or softball.
No, and when you're hitting 444, you can wear any number you
Whatever
want.
number you want. That's fine. Looking good in green and white. All right, Bass, runner at first base, 2 down. Her pitch. It's going to be a strike. And going to get second base is Starling.
The count is 21.
You know, from what I saw in both games, that's like almost a given. Getting that extra base.
Yeah. Well, and the ball gets by the pitcher, and you got to take advantage of that. Swung on and fouled. That's out of play. Timberly May waits on deck. 2 down in the inning. Suwannee trying to add another run, up 2-0 here in the first. And a runner at second base. There's the pitch. Ooh, took a good cut at it, but came up with air.
And that's strike 3, and that'll be the inning. And the Dogs do come across with 2.
After 1 inning of play.
2 runs for Suwannee, and after 1 complete, Suwannee leads 2-0. It's Suwannee Bulldog Softball on RiverCountrySports.com.
Cupid's drawing back his bow and aiming straight at the President's Day sales event at Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Sweetheart savings on cars, Jeeps, trucks, and SUVs are waited. Kick off truck month strong with up to $12,000 in total savings on 2026 Ram trucks.
People ask, why do we give such great deals? It's because we love selling Jeeps.
That's right.
Love is in the air, and so are the deals during the President's Day sales event at Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
No matter what the road ahead brings, we'll be there. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance has been a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Local people, great rates, friendly service. That's the Farm Bureau Insurance promise. Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Brantford and in Live Oak. In Brantford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Back here at the ballpark, 2-0 Suwannee lead after the first. Some timely hitting there, bottom of the first inning, get a couple of runs.
2 out runs.
Yeah.
That's the most important kind to get. But I can tell you that, watching a game here, that Madison pitcher, when she comes inside, if she can throw those strikes inside, she's going to be real tough to hit.
Want to thank Companion Animal Hospital, sponsoring our scoreboard. As you see it on the screen there. I got the score backwards, but anyway. Hey, John, you got the score backwards, man. If you'll work on that, I'd appreciate it.
And there's no one at second base.
Yeah, there's nobody at second base, by the way. All right, there's a ground ball third base and across the diamond. Nice looking play out there. JB handled that with precision.
And Wayne, you said it, and we saw some of them wearing it, some of them not wearing it. But the girls for Suwannee anyway, their whole infield has the masks.
Yeah, well, if you've ever had a line drive back at you, that's probably the reason why, and they play awfully close, so
yeah,
better safe than sorry. Kylie Hutto, the batter for Madison.
And I would hate to be a young woman and have my nose broken or my teeth knocked out. If you're a guy, you can live with it.
Well, I mean, nobody wants that.
No, nobody wants it, but it's a little easier for us to adjust. I mean, I know some people have had their nose broken
Yes,
playing ball.
I have. Playing softball, slow pitch softball.
I remember.
Yeah. That was during a practice. Not even a real game.
Oh, let's get under
Toward
this
right
one.
field and a squeeze. There it is.
Okay. She redeemed herself.
Nice play out there by Hill, number 13.
Out number 2.
Quickly 2 up, 2 down here. Emma Rogers now to the dish.
Yeah, I think we've thrown about 3 pitches. And that's another thing, when people say, yeah, they've been one time through the order, especially in softball. Once you get through that order once, you kind of like see the timing that they have. It becomes a little easier to hit.
Yeah. And we got the score corrected there on the Companion Animal Hospital scoreboard. So thank you.
Wayne, we got the outs so quickly. I lost track of the people. And this is Rogers. She's a senior.
Quickly ahead in the count here. 2-0 is Emma.
It's the 7th batter in the order.
It is. Swing and a miss.
Yeah,
It's that rising pitch,
Yeah.
Sometimes that's
it's
tough.
tough. You can play wiffle ball, and it's tough to stay off that ball that's in your eyes. Just seems so easy to hit until you go to hit it. Just tip.
Got a piece of that one. Used to play with a tennis ball. I could throw a pretty mean you put one finger and kind of in on the left-handed batter. My son was left-handed. He didn't like that.
Yeah,
Would play against the wall. He didn't need a catcher. Yeah, I mean that's the beauty of playing baseball. We used to play 2 people, 4 people. It wouldn't matter. Right field is closed. I mean, we just make up a game.
Indian baseball.
Sandlot baseball, yeah. We didn't have the facilities they have these days.
Oh no, but we grew up in more of a city atmosphere, so there were a lot more walls.
Yeah, down the line,
That's a
third
fair
base.
ball.
That is a fair ball. That's in play. That's at least one base, and now going for second base. Going to be a play, and she is out at second base. Tried to stretch it to a double, did Rogers, and was caught at second base. So Suwannee's out of the jam. Still 2-0 Dogs. Back after this on RiverCountrySports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
Well, Tom, this is pretty exciting. Our first high school softball game here on River Country. So kind of a first, and I'm enjoying the broadcast. We got another one coming later in the season. Got Fort White coming in here on April 10th. We'll bring in that game as well. Also some middle school softball. We're going to broadcast brought to you by Cameron Concrete. And we've got coming up March 2nd. That's Monday, by the way.
Oh, I thought it was the 3rd.
Yeah, no, Mayo on Monday the 2nd. Then you got Stark on the 10th, and Port St. Joe coming in the 13th. So we're going to do those 3 games for Suwannee Middle School softball. Timberly May to lead off here in the second inning for Suwannee. He's the Dogs' left fielder.
Number 12. You know what?
That's a traditional number.
Yeah.
Actually, 21. You got 12 in.
Oh, May. That May. I have the wrong May.
Fouled away. That went off of the dugout, off of the right side.
We have 2 Mays.
Yes, okay.
We have number 12 and number 2. You think they're related? One's 12 and one's 21?
I'm guessing they are.
Yeah.
This probably explains the same last name.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have a little discussion here.
Yeah, they may be mixed up on signs, or not sure. Coach is flashing signs like, "What are you telling me to bunt? What are you saying?" So you got to go down there and make sure. And Madison took advantage of that too, and had a little quick meeting on the mound. Now ready to get back to it. The 0-1, and she does turn around to bunt. It's going to be fouled, and that's behind the catcher. No play.
I would be a fan of just smacking the ball, because if it's not hit at you,
Well,
you don't have a lot of range.
usually with bunting, it is a big part of softball because the bases are so close. And if you got a speedy batter, I mean, you just get it in play, you can normally run that out. And that's why the third baseman is up as far as she is.
Oh, she had swung at that one. She could have walked down to first base on the strikeout. That one was about 3 feet out of the strike zone.
Timberly May. Miley Kinsey on deck. Bottom of the second inning, 2-0 Lady Dogs. And here's Bass's pitch. Oh, did she offer?
Yep.
Umpire said she went too far, so that's a strikeout.
Yes.
I thought that was 3. Yeah, it is. Right?
That's right.
And coach wants a little explanation, saying, I think she broke the plane, but
She did.
yeah. And, he can ask, will you ask your first base umpire, may have a good view at it, but not going to win that argument most times. 99.9%, you're not going to win that argument. So there's the K in the book, and that is the 4th strikeout for Bass. 1 down here in the second inning, and now Miley Kinsey. She is the DP, designated player.
You want to explain that to us?
Well, it's the same as the DH. They just call it the DP in softball. She's batting for the pitcher. Quickly 0-1. Got a little piece of that one, but in the hole 0-2 now.
The county 0-2.
Mariana Hill is on deck.
She's looking for her first hit this year.
And good eye there. So ball and 2 strikes.
You know, the umpires didn't switch. Usually when, after the JB game, the plate umpire goes to the field umpire comes to the plate.
Yeah.
But you got to change gear, and maybe it was just easier that we'll do it this way.
Well, if I had my choice, would I rather be behind the plate or in the field? That's an easy call. I work a lot harder behind the plate, and you get paid the same.
And we have one female umpire, one male umpire.
I just see blue.
Yeah. Real dark blue down the first base line. Yeah, that looks like a black jacket.
Yeah. A little chilly tonight. Not too bad. Called strike 3, and that's 2 down.
Ooh.
And that brings Hill to the plate. We're lucky number 13. It's the most famous 13 you can think of. I'm going to football. Dan Marino.
Somebody named Odell Beckham?
Okay. Well, Marino was, I used to think it was lucky 13, but he never won the Super Bowl, so maybe it wasn't. But he had a great career. One of my all-time favorites, being a Dolphin fan.
And of course, you being too young for Zonka and Kick and
No, I was around
Warfield and
back in the Don Shula days, back when they played at the Orange Bowl. Well, that was a dump. I'm just being honest. Used to miss a quarter if you had to go to the bathroom. A great tradition there, that's for sure.
You know, Wayne, another thing I'm noticing here is we don't really have a mound.
Yeah,
We have a pitcher's circle.
correct. Yeah, you're not coming overhand, so I mean, it wouldn't make sense to, really to be elevated. You know what I mean?
Oh, not if you're coming underhand,
Yeah, exactly.
unless you want to elevate home plate.
2 balls and a strike. Still trying to keep the inning alive here. Nobody on base. 2 down. 2-0 Suwannee lead here. We're on the bottom of the second. Shows bunt and takes a strike. Count even now at 2-2.
And Wayne, it has really turned into a lovely night. The wind has died down just a little bit, and it's not too cold, enough for the ball to travel.
Now, depending on where you're watching the stream, but if you're anywhere up north, you're probably thinking, those guys talking about cold? What are they crazy? But it'll probably be lower 50s by morning. And today was a gorgeous day in the mid 70s. And they're strike 3, so nice job, Bass. She strikes out the side, and that's going to retire Swanee's at bat here in the second. And after 2, it's Suwannee 2 and Madison 0 here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, collision repair, paint jobs, bumper repair. They'll handle your insurance claim for you. At J&W, no job is too big or too small. They also sell vehicles, repair vehicles, retire vehicles, plus front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-1377. Online at jwautos.com.
And a big River Country salute Big Bulldog salute going out to Jeff White and the entire staff at J&W Automotive, your one-stop automotive shop. They do it all. If you need paint and body work done, you need collision repair, maybe you just want another vehicle, they've got a great selection. They do their own financing. Of course, they do all the automotive repairs. They even make keys.
And they're easy to find.
Yeah.
That's the best part. They're right there on 129.
I follow them all the way back when they were on 90 at Mitchell. And then they had another place that kind of across the street from where they are now, but now they've settled in this big new building. Nice digs. J&W Automotive. Go on by and tell them, hey, appreciate you sponsoring Suwannee Softball in River Country.
You know, Wayne, before we start this thing, we need to point out that the Madison pitcher has 7 strikeouts in 2 innings.
It's true.
Which is very difficult to do because that means somebody got on after you struck them out.
Riley Bass is the batter, center fielder for Madison, number 11. You know, and Voss so far doesn't have any strikeouts. They put the ball in play, but good defense behind her. And she's got a 2-0 lead right now. There's one to the shortstop, and that's going to take a funny hop, and on first via the air is Bass.
Well,
He didn't mean to jinx her like that, but Watley took a weird hop on her and didn't come up with it cleanly.
Yeah, well, and it's tough when you start an inning like that.
So runner at first, nobody down. There's Emery Ratliff.
And a lefty. Lefty versus lefty. This would be interesting to watch. This could be our first K.
Showing bunt, takes a strike. Madison trying to move that runner around and same time maybe bump for a base hit. They're playing up at the corners. Really cheating in first and third, and again, offers at it, but 0-2.
Almost
Suwannee thought they had the pick at first base and doing a little pleading there, but not going to get that call. 0-2, little snap throw down there. Umpire Art signals safe. Unfortunately, we don't have the camera upstairs to be able to show that. To third base, going to second, get the lead runner. No, gets by the second baseman and into center field.
And the runner is hurt. She sprained an ankle there, sliding into second. Otherwise, she would have scored. And we're probably we may see a runner here. So when she slid into the bag, she jammed her ankle and.
Yeah. And we've got 2 errors to get around to third. She got on base via the error at the shortstop, and then giving that error to the second baseman, missing that throw. It was a hot throw, but that was an out at second, and maybe even could have turned 2. But nobody out, and runners now at the corners. And the young lady is trying to walk that off. She'll stay in the game.
Well, certainly something to keep an eye on if there's a fly ball, sacrifice fly situation. And we're back to the top of the order, Wayne.
Yeah, Cowgirls got something cooking here. Nobody out.
Yeah.
First and third, and now to the top of the order here. The always dangerous Logan Bass.
And they're in at the corners, so anything, and they're halfway in the infield. So with nobody out, the runner probably is not going to be coming. But Wayne, when they do this thing, if you're the runner at first, you can walk to second base because the second baseman is 100 feet over to right.
Pretty doubtful they throw down. They may
nobody
throw
to
to a
get
shortstop cutting across and try to trick the runner into taking that. But normally you're going to go ahead and go, and there she goes. Fouled away. She'll come back.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm going to have to find out this philosophy when I go and do some middle school softball games. See if this is what we teach at the lower level. You know, I every year I do watch the girls softball World Series, and that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, now you're talking about the Little League World Series, right?
No. I'm talking about the college.
Oh, you watch the college.
Yeah,
Okay.
college girls.
To center field and deep and all the way to the track.
She dropped it.
Yeah, did not come up with it. I thought she was there, Brianna Stevens.
She
so
dropped
3
it.
errors in the inning, and Madison is on the scoreboard.
Well, she dropped it, made the good throw to third. The third baseman couldn't come up with it. Had she come up with it, we would have gotten it out on the play.
Madison with a run in. Still nobody out. Second and third now. So 3 errors in this inning. And that's allowed Madison to get back in this game. It's now only a 1-run lead. Still nobody down here in the third. Here's the opposing pitcher. That can help her cause here if she can drive in 2 runs. Fouled away.
And you know she can hit.
Oh, yeah. She can pitch, too.
Yeah. So what you would like to see is hit it at somebody. See if you can get the line drive double play.
Well, that would be.
Because she puts it in play, it's a run.
That would be what Suwannee would like to see, that's for sure. In the dirt there, so 1-1. Angela Voss working for Suwannee on the hill.
And I think she's only given up 1 hit, Wayne. Everything else is errors.
Yeah, unfortunately. Tough defensive inning here. Yep, maybe Suwannee can get out of this jam. Can use an out here. And behind in the count here is now 3-1. Now first base is open. But we're at the meat eating order here. This is the number 2 batter.
Yeah, you don't want to walk the bases loaded for the 3 and 4 hitters.
Yeah, exactly. Man, called that one. High strike there.
Just got the corner.
So a full count now. And Angela's payoff pitch.
Ooh.
If she'll do it again, that's fouled out of play.
And that was right down the pike. She threw a strike.
Did. That stays alive. And that is into left field. That is going to be deep, and that is going to be out of here. That is a 3-run homer. Now you said she could hit a little bit. Nailed that one.
Yeah. And it's a shame because she not pitching a bad game here, just
Well, you said in the previous pitch, she gave her something to hit, and boy, she was ready that time. Came around on it and parked it. Nice piece of hitting. Home run, 3 RBI. Alden Bass, and suddenly we go from a 2-0 lead to a 4-2 deficit.
and I don't know that there's an earned run in the group.
I don't believe there is. Man, that was a solid smack, but the runners on were caused via the error. All right, nobody on base here. Still nobody down. And Lexi Eads is now the batter.
And the big thing here is to keep your composure as the Suwannee pitcher, as all the Suwannee players, all right?
Yeah, they can come back from this, but
Oh, yeah.
they got to shut the door here.
Right.
Keep it at a 2-run deficit. Needs this pitch outside. Excuse me, Voss's pitch to Eads.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. You give up a 3-run homer, like you're a little shook.
And drifting, that's out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike to the number 3 batter here for Madison.
And we were doing so well.
I don't know what the dimension is, but that ball, man, she got all of that.
Oh, yeah. Well, my guess is maybe about 180 down the lines, maybe 190. If it's 60 feet per base.
I have absolutely no guess. I don't know. I do know that whatever the dimensions are, it wasn't big enough to hold that ball in the park.
No, that ball went out. That went well over 200 feet.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a home run at the rec center.
That's right. To the shortstop. Good looking play there across the diamond in time. So that's the first out of the inning.
All right, we got to go ahead and close the door here, get through the heart of the order, and
get back on offense.
Yep.
Anna Kate Smith. Now for Suwannee, they've got the top of the order coming up, and they're at bat in the third inning. Anna Kate Smith, first baseman for the Cowgirls.
Sounds like a country western singer.
First baseman for the Cowgirls. Okay.
Be on stage with Loretta Lynn with that name.
That is a nice name. A good country name. I like it. Fouled away.
You know, and I don't think we said enough about this field. It is as quaint as can be. It's nice. I mean, it's for this time of the year, it's in great condition. But like I said, there's a little ambiance here.
Well, and the coaches, they work hard. They got to do all this themselves. They're out there dragging the field between the JV game and this one, the center field. Will Brianna get there? He does. Nice play out there, Brianna Stevens.
He's the busy center fielder.
That was a great play.
Brianna Stevens.
She covers a lot of ground out there. She
On Madison.
misplayed the one, but it was over her head. It was a tough catch. She got there, but couldn't put it away. But outside of that, she has been spectacular.
Wayne, and another thing, girls in softball don't wear hats.
Okay.
They wear batting helmets, but there's no hats.
And I guess that's an option. I mean, I've seen girls in softball wear hats, and normally they bring, the long hair through the back end. And that must have got a little piece of her because she got first base. So Newton at first base, hit by the pitch. And now Kylie Hutto is the batter.
Yeah, she got hit. Well, it could be because it's nighttime and you don't need it for maybe wear them when there's sun.
I think it's just up to the team. Fly out to the second baseman. Starling makes the squeeze, and that'll do it. But 4 runs across for Madison, and they're at bat in the third inning. The Cowgirls lead 4-2 on RiverCountrySports.com.
Build strong, build smart, build with Assured. Assured Construction, Florida's trusted construction company for barns, steel structures, and custom builds. At Assured, they specialize in strong, functional structures built to last in Florida's demanding climate. Building with integrity, precision, and pride. Veteran-owned and operated. Financing available. Assured Construction. Call 386-209-4372. Online at AssuredBuild.com. Assured Construction.
Go Bucks! Do you want to help veterans? Vet Team 6 is a nonprofit organization that helps North Florida and South Georgia veterans with all types of projects. Things that other organizations may not be able to do, like mowing lawns, removing debris, repairing driveways. We even help one veteran bury his donkey. You can help Vet Team 6 by volunteering your time or by making a monetary donation to the cause. For more information, check out our Facebook page at VETTEAMSIX. Vet Team 6. 6 branches, 1 mission.
You don't have to play. This is only the first page. There's another page behind that.
Okay.
It's inside.
All right.
And back here on RiverCountrySports.com. 4-2 is your score. Madison leading Suwannee.
I was looking at the softball schedule here for the girls, and I mean, I love this, especially when you do broadcasting. It's like you're in Mayo, you're in Perry, you're in Fort White. It's nice. I mean, yeah, you got to go to Port St. Joe and you got to go to University Christian, but it just seemed very localized.
Yeah. I know they've got a lot of, well, you want to cut down on travel best you can. And Suwannee started out with Lafayette, got the win there, but then Childs, Taylor County, got Madison, Fort White coming in, Mayo, and a lot of local teams for sure.
Yeah.
Back toward the pitcher. She bobbles it, throws. Is it in time? It is. They call her out at first base. Thought maybe Addison ran that one out. Quickly one down here in the third.
Now batting four.
And now Brianna Stevens. This is where the rally started in the first inning with Brianna. She got a base hit, stole second, and then ended up being driven in by Starling. See if they can get something going here.
Well, at least we didn't strike out.
A little off-speed pitch there. A little change-up. That's in for a strike. Man, it was looking fastball all the way.
Yeah, I think that's the first non-strikeout out for Madison.
I think you're right. Took a healthy cut of that one, but nothing to show.
Yeah, you hit a 3-run homer and you're coming back to pitch the next inning. You're a little pumped.
Yeah, and you know, as a pitcher, once you get that lead, you want to hold it. Suwannee trying to battle back here. 0-2 on Stevens. Felicity May is an on-deck batter. 1, 2, and 3 here for Suwannee. Good chance. And a second base, she'll field it cleanly, and a nice play out there by Hutto. So quickly, 2 down.
You know, and this was an inning that, like, you needed to answer a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Try to get a little of that momentum coming your way.
Yeah, give your pitcher a little time to kind of breathe and regroup, but quickly 2 up and 2 down. So,
but take solace in the fact that we're at least hitting her now. We're going through the order a second time,
putting it in play, and that's out of play. And I'll tell you what, it sure smells good out here. Got the concession stand down below, and they are cooking up some good eats.
French fries, hot dogs, hamburgers.
Bring an appetite when you come out here to Suwannee Softball. And all that money goes back into the program. So we appreciate you. Got a little piece of that one, but 0-2 now.
And, you know, Wayne, talking about things going back into the program, you know, Suwannee River Country Sports out here, bringing girls softball to life. And, you know, if you want to have something to do with it, let us know.
And we'd love to have your sponsorship. That is for sure. Trying to keep these broadcasts free to the public. And staying alive. That'll twist foul off the right side. Count remains 0-2. Felicity struck out back in the first. She's hanging in there here in the third, trying to put that ball in play. The wind up, Bass's pitch. Again, took something off of that one. And that'll be the first ball in this at bat. Maylee Gaby is your on deck batter, but 2 down in the inning. So May's going to have to keep it alive to give her an at bat here.
Well, we scored all our runs with 2 outs in the first inning, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. Got to put it in play.
And swing and a miss. So that's going to do it for the Lady Dogs. After 3, 4-2 Madison here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Cupid's drawing back his bow and aiming straight at the President's Day sales event at Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Sweetheart savings on cars, Jeeps, trucks, and SUVs are waiting. Kick off truck month strong with up to $12,000 in total savings on 2026 Ram trucks.
People ask, why do we give such great deals? It's because we love selling Jeeps.
That's right. Love is in the air, and so are the deals during the President's Day sales event at Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
No matter what the road ahead brings, we'll be there. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance has been a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Local people, great rates, friendly service. That's the Farm Bureau Insurance promise. Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Brantford and in Live Oak. In Brantford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Farm Bureau Insurance.
RiverCountrySports.com bringing you Suwannee High softball here. Live from Live Oak. As the Madison Cowgirls now lead 4-2. We played 3 complete. And Madison coming to bat here. In the 4th inning, they'll lead off with Emma Rogers, followed by Riley Bass and Emery Ratliff. I say bottom of the order, but last time bottom of the order ended up getting the rally started for Madison.
Yeah, and, the thing of it is just don't let the wheels come off. We had one bad inning, and, you hold them here and chip away. We've got 3 more innings right now, take 3 more innings, score 3 runs, and you win. Sounds pretty easy.
Always sounds easy from up here.
Emma Rogers.
All right, Emma Rogers in the box, and first pitch, right field. Nope, second baseman's going to take it, and a nice play out there. Leighton Starling.
Oh, that's nice. 1 up, 1 down.
Thought that for a minute there could be one of those in-betweeners as right field was coming up, second base going back, but nice glove out there by Starling for the putout. Now Riley Bass. She's the one that got that rally going. Reached via an error. Ended up coming around to score.
Three, as we said before, 3 bases in the lineup for Madison. Three in the lineup and 1 in the coach's box.
You got Logan, Alden, and this is Riley. And then you got Coach Sonia. She's in the, I guess she's coaching one of the bases, more than likely.
And you don't.
They got Monica Clark out there, Ansley Rogers, the head coach for Madison.
She doesn't need to be pitching from behind. Throw strikes.
And that's a base hit all day, right up the middle. Nice piece of hitting out there.
Yeah. Well, the count's 2-0. You got to throw a strike.
And she did, and Bass was waiting for it. And so Bass has been on base twice. She scored once. Now she's at first base, 1 down. And here's Emery Ratliff.
We have have something going on here with the pitcher. I think her mask broke.
Okay. A little equipment timeout here. The Suwannee boys, by the way, they're over in Tallahassee tonight. Game was actually scheduled for tomorrow, but they went over tonight because the bad weather report tomorrow is supposed to rain tomorrow.
So are we talking Childs, Lincoln,
Yeah,
Godby?
they went to Childs, matter of fact, and playing at Childs. And so far this week, they fell to Lowndes. They won in extras against McClay, walk-off. And so 4-4 on the season, Suwannee, and playing tonight at Childs.
Well, we had a heck of a ball game last week in Lake City. It was great. Got him out.
Yeah, Grayson was he was lights out. Go back and watch. If you haven't watched that, go back and watch that pitching performance. That was pretty special. And then Jace with that big home run. I mean, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. When you can strike out 9 of the first 10 batters, you got it going.
Yeah.
And Madison, their pitcher had it going here. She struck out 7 of her first 6 outs.
Emery Ratliff squares the bunt and takes a strike.
Right now, here, this is making a little sense to me. We have the first baseman charging, the second baseman covering first, and the shortstop going to second. So that runner at first just can't walk down to second.
That's up high. 1-1 the count.
And the big thing now is we need that runner at first. We don't need to be giving her any bases because we need to keep the score where it is.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that is going to stay fair. It does. It stays fair. That's as good as a bunt. Swung away on that one, and that ball was just spinning and stayed right on the inside of that line. So fair ball, and everybody's safe.
And I don't know whether it would have spun foul, but there was.
It was not. It wasn't. Thought it at first that it might, but it just spun around and stayed right there. So it goes down in the book as a single. Doesn't matter where it went.
It's a line drive in the scorebook.
Exactly. And there's one to shortstop, going to get the lead runner at third.
Good play.
Nice job. So cuts down the lead runner. That's the second out of the inning. Score that 6-5.
Smart softball there. Get that lead runner because it was too slow to even think about turning two. And turning two is tough enough. High school baseball, never mind high school softball.
Here comes number 27. She's a gal that hit the home run her last at bat and been striking everybody out on the hill.
And a pitcher of record.
Yeah. She's had a nice night here.
All right, now, Coach Luttrell, you going to pitch to her, or maybe you're not going to pitch to her?
We had a pretty good hitter behind her as well, but I'm going to pitch carefully to her. Let's say that, especially with two on.
I'm not going to pitch to her at all.
You just put her on, load the bases.
Yep.
Well, they're being careful with her. I mean, try not to groove one here. They found that out the last at bat. So 2-0. That's down the pipe there. And away with it.
Throw over to first was a little closer than Madison may have wanted.
Been close over there a couple of times, but haven't gotten the put out. Of course, the umpire's all the way around at third, so. Two balls and a strike. Bass looking for something to hit. And take a called strike there, and the count even now 2-2.
Right.
So Voss has come back.
Well, she got a break on that call. And you said the umpire is playing between second and third with runners on first and second. And he has to play kind of like on the outfield grass. You can't do like baseball and, be a whole lot closer to everything.
Just not, normally in baseball, they're in the infield,
Yeah.
but there's no way you could do that here.
No. 3-2, first and second. Big pitch. And I'm still not giving her anything to hit.
She has thrown to her. And now she'll step off the rubber and regroup, go through the signs once again. Kind of interesting because coach makes the call, relays it to the catcher, who gives the sign, and then she'll check her wrist. All right. And she will swing at that one. Pop fly infield. Third baseman calls for it. Maley makes the catch, and that's going to do it for Madison's at bat in the fourth inning. Still 4-2. Madison leads Suwannee here in River Country Sports. Oh, hang on a minute.
Want professional concrete services?
Not sure. That wasn't out, wasn't it? Wasn't that the third out? What am I missing here? That was an illegal pitch. An illegal pitch. Tom?
I am not often speechless.
I'm not. Okay.
Uh,
Why was that an illegal pitch?
Okay, she did not become.
Okay.
She did not
She didn't
come
come
set
set. Yeah.
before she put her foot on the rubber.
We have people up here a lot smarter than we are, so I'm glad we had that explanation. Appreciate that.
What I don't understand is why you just don't get your base, right?
Well, she got first base. Now the
Yeah.
bases are juiced, and now Lexi E's at the plate. Boy, I thought we were out of the inning. Now you got the bases full, and you got your number 3 batter at the dish. Got to be careful here, nowhere to put her.
Yeah, it was with you. I thought we were out of the inning, and I was going to look stupid saying, don't pitch to her.
And towards second base, and that's into the outfield. That's going to score 1. That's going to score 2. And Madison's going to have runners at first and third.
And you got to lay out for that ball. You can't let it get through the infield. You got to stop it because you stop it, only one run comes in.
2-run score, first and third now. Well, I thought we were out of the inning, but an illegal pitch they called, so the foul out was nullified. Gave her first base, and then Eads comes through with 2 RBI single.
And 2-out hit. That's been the story of it tonight. Guys being able to hit with 2 outs.
Now here's your country star, Anna Kate Smith.
And she's a tall drink of water down there, Wayne.
Madison has extended their lead now 6-2. This game's starting to unravel a little bit. Right-handed batter will dig in.
Right on top of the plate.
Loss has her pitch and foul. Down the line, but foul. Coach down there in the box, boy, she wanted that one to be in fair territory, but twisted foul.
All right, 0-2. Let's make her hit your pitch. Let's give her a little garbage to chase.
Let's see if Coach Daniels made the right call. Did she get her to chase here? Yep, she didn't take it, and they'll give second base away. So catcher's indifference. Eads to second. Ball and 2 strikes. Smith was not going after that pitch. Allowed the runner to get to second base. Ooh, right up the middle.
And allows that runner to score from second base.
Sure will. There's 1 run in. There's 2. And they'll allow the runner to go to second base.
Yeah, that's
so
it's unfortunate
2 more
here.
runs.
And
push 2 more runs across.
So it's 4 runs last inning, 4 runs this inning. And Graceland Newsom now the batter, and timeout called by Coach Gaby. Going to go out here and talk to his pitcher. If he makes a change or not.
Settle some things down here. They just they're not as crisp as they can be. And while they're settling it down, March 2nd, which is a Monday, I'll be over at the middle school field with you. And March 10th and March 13th, we'll be doing girls middle school softball.
Yep, brought to you by Cameron Concrete.
And we'd like to thank Alex for sponsoring it over there and sponsoring the whole shoot match. And if somebody's interested in putting Suwannee Middle School boys baseball on the live stream, we're more than happy to listen. So hopefully this will be the beginning of, branching this thing out. And, Wayne, when we did radio, the 2 of us could go and, carry a plastic bag and had all the equipment we needed to do a radio game. But doing the live stream, we're going to get a new pitcher. We got a camera in center field.
Emmeline Watley.
Yeah. Camera in center field, a camera behind the plate, a camera down right field, left field.
Our center field camera's down tonight.
Well, and we got Paul Buchanan down left field line.
Yeah. He's an all-star.
And, it takes a lot of people to put, television, basically it's a television broadcast out there. You just can't lie over a microphone for 7 innings.
Yeah, Gaby goes to short. Give me the third baseman here.
Felicity.
Okay. Felicity May goes over to third base.
And the Johns girl's gone to first base.
All right, making the changes. So Emmeline Watley is your new pitcher. You got Kaylee Johns now playing first base. You got Maylee Gaby at shortstop, and Felicity May is the third baseman now for Suwannee.
And that's one of the reasons why you do the book, Wayne.
Well,
because you make all those changes, you do it so well.
Yeah. And if I can read my writing after all those changes, that's the trick there.
Swung on and missed. So 1-2 quickly. Let's see if we can just end this here. Leave that runner at second.
Nice to close the door right here.
Fouled off.
Fouled out. A little bit out of play there.
Count remain 1-2.
Watley trying to lower that ERA.
1-1 on the year. And to center field, and boy, Stevens is right there. Makes the catch, and that's going to retire Madison. But the Cowboys tack on 4 more runs. It's now 8-2. Madison leading Suwannee here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Want professional concrete services in Live Oak and surrounding areas? Look to Cameron Concrete. They specialize in efficient concrete services for residential and commercial jobs. With their experienced team and state-of-the-art equipment, they can ensure reliable delivery of concrete for all types of projects. From slab construction to sidewalk installation, patio design and installation, concrete repair, plus recycled asphalt millings for driveways and roads. Trust Cameron Concrete for quality workmanship and excellent customer service. Cameron Concrete, 386-590-1279. Online at CameronConcrete.com.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
Back here on RiverCountrySports.com, waiting for a big Suwannee comeback here. Let's see if the Dogs can dig themselves out. They had a 2-0 lead, scored 2 in the first inning, but since then it's been all Madison. They added 8 runs their last 2 at bats, and it's now 8-2 as Suwannee comes to bat here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Yeah, but Wayne, coming into this season, it was a different story. Suwannee having beat Madison, I think, the last 3 times they played.
Well, I know last year, 2-1, they only played once last year, so 2-1 Suwannee got a win at Madison. But year before that, Suwannee swept, winning at home and on the road, an extra inning affair. Last trip to Madison was an 8-inning ball game, 3-2 Suwannee win. But here tonight, if they're going to keep that winning streak going against these Cowgirls, they're going to have to come up with some runs.
And this girl she's a good pitcher.
Yeah, you got to give Bass credit. She has been, and she didn't get rattled after giving up those 2 early runs. She stayed with it.
And then helped her own cause.
Yeah, with that home run.
You think you could hit one out here?
Oh, I feel like I could. In my mind, I could. I'll tell you a story if we get this going. And I've told this story before, but Maylee Gaby going to lead off here for Suwannee, and she'll swing at the first pitch. That's twisting, and that'll drop in fair territory.
Fair ball.
That twisted and dropped in fair territory, taking second base and in there. Gaby with a double, and that's the way to get the inning started.
Chip away, chip away.
So I'm coaching senior league Babe Ruth baseball, 13 to 15-year-olds. And we were practicing. We're at the high school field. And the kid said, you ever hit a home run? And I said, throw one to me. So I just go up, and they're throwing meatballs. I'm not going to lie. And the first pitch, I drilled it out of the park, flipped the bat, and I said, nothing else to prove, boys.
Now, is this a story, or is this like one of those myths?
That happened. I had witnesses. Could I have done it again? I don't know. I was much younger then, of course. But you're asking me could I get one out of the softball field, and I still feel like I could.
You could 10 years ago, but you couldn't tomorrow.
I know. Swing and a miss there. Starling got a couple of RBIs last plate appearance. Got the big 2 RBI single to give Suwannee a 2-0 lead at that point. Right now she's in an 0-2 hole. Gaby waits at second base. Nobody down here. Suwannee trying to get something cooking, get back in this ballgame. That's rocks now. Deals. Went for that riser pitch. And it's a strikeout.
And, Gaby's on second, and she's taken this gigantic lead after the pitch, and it's like You got to get them back one at a time, and you don't need to be getting picked off.
That's 9 strikeouts, by the way, for Bass. Here's Emily Watson, or Watley, excuse me. And they're just, I tell you, it seemed like Bass has gained confidence as this game has gone on. I mean,
Oh, she's
bringing it right now.
Yeah, she's found the groove.
Showing bunt, now taking third base, and she's going to be in there. Swipes third base, does Maylee Gaby.
I don't agree with that at all. You're trailing by
Why take that
6
chance?
runs. Why take that chance?
Well, you're trying to sneak a run in there.
You're on second
one at a
base.
time.
You should be able to, you should score on most base hits. And if you get thrown out at third, that's like one of the mortal sins of baseball. And thrown out at third with
That first slide.
one out.
That was pretty tough going there. But you got a runner at third, so any hit here should score her. Watley looking to a bunt. Now that will get away from the catcher, and she slides in there safe. And there's a Suwannee run. That's why you do it.
Yeah. And if it works out the other way,
we're criticized.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of baseball. There's a lot of second guessing that goes on. All right, 2 balls and a strike now to Watley. Nobody on base. Suwannee leaps in this thing. It's now 8-3. Downstairs, once again, 3-1. Yes, I hadn't given up a walk here in this
No,
game.
then a walk would be as good as a hit right here.
Want base runners, that's for sure. See if Watley has the green light here. No, she takes all the way, and there's ball 4.
Yeah, because we do need base runners.
No doubt about it.
And with 1 out here, you could maybe sneak 1 more in, and you're in this ball game.
And let's see, coach is going to come and talk to the home plate umpire. Guess he's going to get a little pinch runner. Little, what they call a courtesy runner. So you can insert the player back in. And
Well, let me ask you, Mr. Traditionalist, do you like the courtesy runner?
Yeah, Markeisha Hunter. They do this in baseball as well, and it keeps you from, in the old days, a pinch runner, and that would burn that player. You could only use them for that, and you couldn't, you need to put them in the field. But now you can bring your starter back in. So it's kind of a neat rule.
Well, I like it, but then again, I'm a little more progressive.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I like a lot of the new rules.
Kimberly, man, I just learned something. I didn't know you were that progressive.
Well,
way to keep up on things.
Yeah. Got to change with the times.
Okay. Yeah. I will admit that I'm slow to change. I don't like change, but I accept it. And that rule's been around. That's not, new to the season or anything. That's been around for a while.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't exist in Major League Baseball, but
No.
it exists.
And pop fly toward right field could be trouble. It is. Falls in between the second baseman and the right fielder. And the throw's going to get away, so everybody's safe. First and second now. 1 down in the inning. That's a base hit for Timberly May. And I thought for a second there because, Emmeline had to wait to make sure that wasn't caught, or excuse me, the pinch runner Hunter had to wait to make sure that wasn't caught, but she still had enough speed to get to second base.
Yeah, and she should have been playing it halfway instead of tagging up, and then there wouldn't have been a play on her at all. So we can get right back in this game, Wayne, with a extra base hit, and it's a new ball game.
Got that right. Miley Kinsey. She is the DP, designated player. 1-1.
How long did it take you to accept the designated hitter, or you still haven't?
Well, I'm a national leaguer, so you don't have to deal with it yet.
You do.
Had they started that in the National League? Yeah. See, I hadn't kept up with ever since they took the Braves off TBS. Swing and a miss. That's bringing the heat.
It's got to put the ball in play. Put the ball in play so you can't move the runners up. Only one out. You move them up with a good out. Still got a chance to score.
Now, of course, in Major League Baseball, you have much bigger rosters than you would in high school. So you had a lot of options. But to me, the pitcher and having to, do I want to keep this guy in the mound? Do I need this run? Do I have to pinch hit? And then you have to make changes. And those were the good old days. Now you have specialty players, middle relievers, long relievers, closers. A different game. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be a strikeout.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere with first base occupied in less than 2 outs.
Catcher did not hold on to that one. So she.
Or was it a foul?
Must have got a little piece of it. Yeah.
Okay. I thought you missed it altogether.
Pitch. Got a piece of that one, just hanging in there.
Yeah, she's hanging tough.
Battling.
I like the little scoreboard thing we have up here by Companion Animal Hospital.
Yeah, we appreciate those guys.
That's like, if you're watching Major League Baseball game, that's up in the corner.
That's where we take our animals. Companion, they've been, they're great. Nothing but good things to say. And there's the strikeout, 2 down in the end.
2 out runs. Come on, girls.
To Mariana Hill. Now comes to the dish. She struck out back in the 2nd inning. See if she can drive in some runs here. 2 ducks on the pond out there. Strike 1. Like at first she was going to choke up on the bat. And then she slid the hands down. So sometimes when you get that fast pitcher, a little choke up, and you get that bat around a little quicker.
Well, I don't know that I'm 2 out bunting with runners on 1st and 2nd.
Third baseman's thinking she's going to bunt, play it way up, about halfway. He does square around and pop foul. Eads makes the catch off the fence, but not going to count. And quickly 0-2 is your count. Suwannee desperately trying to get these 2 runs around. Well, did score 1 here, but still down by 5.
Coach is talking to Hill down at third base, telling her what to look for here with an 0-2 count.
And we look for something to hit and
be ready to
drive
run if the catcher drops it.
Yeah. You do here is just try to drive one if you can get it past the infield. I could at least score 1 and run from 2nd. And in play, but right at the first baseman. She'll step on the bag, and that's going to do it for Swannee's at bat. They did get 1, but it's 8-3 Madison here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, collision repair, paint jobs, bumper repair. They'll handle your insurance claim for you. At J&W, no job is too big or too small. They also sell vehicles, repair vehicles, retire vehicles, plus front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-1377. Online at jwautos.com.
Your trusted local real estate partner in Live Oak, Grantham Realty, for all your real estate needs in North Florida. With over 20 years experience, they're more than just a real estate agency. They're your friends and neighbors dedicated to serving this vibrant community. So whether you're buying or selling, you can trust Grantham Realty to provide solutions that fit your needs. At Grantham Realty, you'll be treated as a friend, not a number. Contact their friendly team today.
Grantham Realty, 386-362-7080.
It's DeMayo right there, that Grantham Realty.
That's a cool. Have you seen the new building they have, Grantham Realty, the black and yellow building there on 129?
I remember when it was Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Do you? But anyway, that goes back a ways now. That's a good looking building though, and it's really nice inside. They've got new digs and got a lot of nice listings if you want to buy or sell into the real estate market right now. Great time. Interest rates are coming down. Go see Grantham Realty. They'll take good care of it.
Well, Wayne, I was looking at their logo. We were discussing it, and that's the yeah, I remember his name, Judge Adams. That's the Judge Adams Bridge.
Yeah, on
And
51.
that was, it may still be Florida's only suspension bridge, which puts it along there with the Golden Gate Bridge, the George Washington Bridge, and the Judge Adams Bridge, all suspension bridges. And they're doing some work on it recently. I don't know if they're going to make it wider or whatever, but it's cool.
Connects Lafayette County and Suwannee County across the Suwannee River.
It's in there.
There's a song you could sing in karaoke. Ever break into Way Down Upon the...
No,
No?
we haven't had a whole lot of requests for that, Wayne.
And you would think, living in this part of the world.
No, you'd probably get a little more Patsy Cline than you would.
Stephen Foster.
Yeah. Although, he has a memorial here.
He does.
Whoa, hitter.
Hit the batter and going to get first base is Hutto.
Hutto will take first base. Now batting for the Cowgirls, one, Emma.
And Watley trying to keep this where it's at, 8-3. Can't give up many more runs. Emma Rogers now your batter, and he's been a terror so far tonight for Madison County. Been on base twice, scored once. Got a base hit to her credit. Also reached via an error.
And we've had too many of those. That's what kind of broke this thing open. 3 errors in 1 inning. And
Excuse me, I was talking about Riley Bass, and this is Emma at the plate. So I got ahead of myself there. Emma on the night has got a base hit, and she is 1 for 2. And behind in the count here, 0-2. See, sometimes I can't read my own scorebook.
what a surprise. And God forbid they bat around.
Yeah.
Then you are really lost. I've seen that.
Yeah, it gets a little messy.
Yeah. I try to keep it in my mind because I have a lot of space there. Whoa.
In the air, left field, calling for it and making the catch out there in left field is Timberly May.
That's me.
And Wayne, I know you're a little bit younger than me, but still it
The Cowgirls.
takes getting used to people one-handing fly balls. Because that's not the way that I was brought up. You got the ball with, your other hand right up there with the glove. But now it's just the glove, and
Well,
So-
I don't care
some-
how she made the play. But
she made the play.
it. So,
no, that's what they teach
but
today.
back when we were kids, they did. They always
Yeah.
taught you 2 hands. Yeah.
And now they actually teach you one hand, so your other hand doesn't get in the way. But sometimes you'll stab at it, and then
Yeah.
that's what happens.
Well,
Not too many basket catches these days.
no. Well, we used to shoot free throws underhand. So, in basketball, that's going back a ways.
You know what? Willie Mays, Roberto Clemente, and after that, I don't even know who.
Well,
I
that's
don't
not.
think there's anybody today.
Nah, it's not textbook. Run you out of the park for that. Unless you're watching the Savannah Bananas, maybe, or something. They come up with circus catches all the time. Those guys are a lot of fun, like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
Yeah, well, they're somewhere around here this weekend because I have one of my friends going to a game.
That's on my bucket list. I want to see them live one time. I've seen them on YouTube.
And
Play.
you know who else you can see on YouTube?
You?
River Country Sports.
We've got the coaches show coming up on Monday, our Suwannee Sports Report. We do that every Monday at 7 o'clock right here on the channel, brought to you by Roundtree Moore Ford on Highway 90 in Lake City. So check that out here on River Country. That's in the air
Whoa,
and
high
playable.
can of corn.
And who wants it? Foul ball.
See, now that would have been basket catch type right there.
Yeah, I thought Felicity was going to have that, and she called for it, but did not make the catch. And luckily, that landed foul. But you hate to give them any extra outs.
No, and technically that's an error.
Yeah,
because you prolonged the at
I'm
bat.
not going to write that down.
Well,
I know.
That's why I let you do the book, Wayne.
I do realize that.
Because you don't have a conscience.
I do. This one that's out of the way. I'm running out of room in the book. How about that for an excuse?
You just need to you want my glasses with the sticker so you can see?
I got a pen.
Got your own?
Yeah. It's downstairs in the dirt. Count moves 3-2 now.
All right, big pitch here because you don't want any more runs in this game. There's a runner on first, one out. You don't want to put anybody else on and put them in scoring position. And the umpire is talking to the Madison coach. Maybe just wants a ball.
I think she's just trying to get an extra ball for
There
her.
you go. See, she used two hands. She got it with her catcher's mask.
Man.
All right, back to playing a little baseball here. 3-2, one out, 8-3. Bulldogs need to make sure there's no more bleeding.
Riley Bass trying to extend the wound. Got a piece,
Just
stays alive.
Little piece.
Yeah, I don't think Madison struck out at all tonight. They put everything in play. Make Suwannee work for it.
Well, I told you that story.
Of course, the how to play. The starting pitcher got hurt right before the season. Swanee's ace pitcher got in a car wreck and not available. Suwannee with a couple of players that are unavailable right now, with Jaden Bell and Gracie Watley both hurt. Gracie, she was going to be the ace pitcher. Emily and her younger sister forced into action probably before she wanted to be.
All four. First and second with one out.
Yep. Now Emery Ratliff.
Think we got a pinch
Okay, we
hitter.
sure do. We got Taj Dobson coming in. Not sure if she's been inserted or she's pinch hitting, but Dobson will get in a bat here.
Suwannee way in on the corners.
Squares the bunt, fouled, and catcher couldn't find it. That was popped in the air, and was going to be a foul ball. Well, she could have located that one. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Well, if you can't come out, you can catch us on River Country Sports, but this would have been a beautiful night to come out and see all the additions and all the great things they've done to these facilities.
Well, what we'd like is for the folks to come out. You can bring your phone, you can watch it there, but you could also relive the memory. You can watch it anytime you want because it's archived on the website.
And I know you remember when the weather would be real cold, people would pull up in their cars. We'd plug the heater in upstairs and be doing the baseball game on the radio. And it's come a long way since you could park next to the fence.
Swing and a miss, and there's a strikeout.
Well, there's our first one.
2 down in the inning. And now to the top of the order, Logan Bass. Well, used to park out here, but now they park you back over at the tennis courts.
We get another hitter.
Ball one. Bass on the night has scored a couple of times. She's reached via fielder's choice and error, and she flew out back in the first inning. Looking pitch there. That kind of froze the hitter.
The wind has picked up again, blowing the same direction, but it's picked up. So fly balls could be an adventure.
And there's a fly ball, and this one's in that nowhere land, but coming and making a diving catch. What a catch out there in right field by Hill. Beautiful job, and that's going to get Suwannee out of the inning here. Wow, what a catch.
Right. She missed one in the first inning, but she's atoned for it since with 2 catches out there.
Spectacular catch. And that's going to hold Madison right where they are. 8-3, Madison leading Suwannee. Back after this on rivercountrysports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalak.
And back here at the ball field, Richard Norris Sports Complex, home of the Lady Bulldogs, here on the campus of Suwannee High School. Good one here tonight. Suwannee had a 2-0 lead, but Madison has come back and had 8-2 and now 8-3. And let's see if Suwannee can continue to chip away. Nice job there to keep Madison off the scoreboard their last at bat. And now here come the Lady Dogs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Top of the order, by the way.
Well, of those 8 runs, I think 4 of them are unearned. So
that is true, but
it should be a closer game than this.
Thing is, now you've been around, you've been up the bat a couple of times, you've seen this pitcher, and so let's see if that pays off. Suwannee here, and they're a bat in the 5th. And look at that. As the doctor ordered, there's a base hit. Addison Peterson leading off here with a base knock to left field.
And the ball gets away.
Second base.
And heads up.
Yeah.
She goes down to second.
That was heads up running right there. Just take advantage of everything you can. Now you got a runner in scoring position. Brianna Stevens now to the plate. And if Suwannee's going to make some noise, this is where they need to make it right here. Top of the order is your number 2 batter here. You got nobody out and a runner at second base. There's the called strike.
This is our center fielder, right?
Yeah.
She's had a
base hit back in the first inning.
Yeah. She's had a pretty good game. She dropped one out there that was a deep one, the wind, the fence, the this, or that.
That was a tough play.
Yeah, otherwise she's had a good game.
Kind of a defensive swing there. 0-2. Suwannee faithful are begging for a base hit here. The pitch. Yep, that was inside.
You know, it's kind of like quiet. Somebody ready, waiting to break this thing open.
Yeah. Got to give credit to Blue out there. Been very consistent with her calls. Swing and a miss. 1 down. And that's really all you can ask for an umpire. Just if they can just be consistent. You know, you learn because each umpire is just a little bit different strike zone.
Which is another thing that I'm sure you're hating is now they've got the AI umpire.
Yeah. Well, I like the human element of the game, but yeah, I understand it. That's where we're at. I mean, with this AI now, you can write a doggone song. You just give it a couple of ideas, and boom, it's done. Or a movie, or
But can you call strikes and balls? That's
yeah,
you know
you really can. You know, but I still prefer the human element.
until you watched the playoffs in the World Series last year and saw just how horrible some of them could be.
I remember Atlanta getting looked.
Which time?
Yeah. Talking about Gann at first base way back when. Anyway, we don't need to bring that up. 0-2.
Oof, just missed.
Yep, all been inside.
Have a runner in second with nobody out. You need to get that guy home.
Yeah. Number 3 batter here, Felicity May. She struck out twice tonight. Hoping she's catch up with the timing here. Base hit will score a run. Hanging in.
You know, another thing, softball. How many balls do you think they go through? 4 or 5.
Yeah, not like baseball, but there have been several fouled out of play here tonight. Well, the major league, I want a brand new ball every pitch.
Yeah.
There's a called strike.
Oof, worked outside to me.
Third strike.
Check the replay.
Well,
I think it was a little bit
I
outside.
tell you, with 2 down though, you got to protect that plate. Anything close, you got to go for. It's a good call.
I can't argue. AI couldn't have called it better.
Gaby at the dish. And we salute the umpires, man. That's not an easy thing to do, and we need more and more people to get into this profession. These guys work a lot of ball games. And there's right to the left fielder. Got good wood or good aluminum on it, but right to the left fielder, and the catch is made. And so Suwannee, nothing doing here. They're at bat at the 5th. So we played 5 complete. It's still 8-3 Madison on rivercountrysports.com.
No matter what the road ahead brings, we'll be there. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance has been a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Local people, great rates, friendly service. That's the Farm Bureau Insurance promise. Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Brantford and in Live Oak. In Brantford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Cupid's drawing back his bow and aiming straight at the President's Day sales event at Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Sweetheart savings on cars, Jeeps, trucks, and SUVs are waiting. Kick off truck month strong with up to $12,000 in total savings on 2026 Ram trucks.
People ask, why do we give such great deals? It's because we love selling Jeeps.
That's right. Love is in the air, and so are the deals during the President's Day sales event at Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
And back here at the ballpark. All right, here comes a shameless plug. If you're looking for morning entertainment on your radio, the Radio Zoo on WJAC 107.5 FM. We have a bunch of fun, and tomorrow it's going to be Zoo Overtime on Friday. So we'll go 7 to 10. We'll have Jerome in the house. We'll have Dwayne from Vet Team 6, Kevin and myself. It's also talk1075.com and on the Facebook.
I think it's great. If you work for a living and you're up at those hours,
Yes.
then I think it's something you should listen to.
I can't get you up before 9 or 10 o'clock.
But if you're happily retired, no sense in. I did get in my car one morning and drove over there and did a show with you and Kevin.
Well, and I told you I'd like you to come over, and you said you would, and then you said what time, and you looked at me like, oh, my God.
Well, maybe we could tape it. We do like River Country Sports. You can listen to it later.
Yeah, well, we could have, but I just wanted to see if you get out of bed early. So thank you for doing that. You have to come back one morning.
It's on my list. If insomnia gets me, I'm coming.
All right, we head to the 6th inning here. And Madison will lead off with the always dangerous Bass. Boy, that was a kind of don't mean to and a nice dive at first base, but not coming up with it. Johns gave it an all-out effort there. This is
Number 99.
Alden Bass at the dish. He's scored twice. And last time we thought we had her out, but that illegal pitch put her on, and then we ended up paying the price for that. But had that home run back in the 3rd inning. It's in the dirt.
And they're playing her straight away. I might be playing my center fielder a little bit more towards the left field because the wind is like died down completely now.
I'd stay deep on this one.
Oh, I'd stay deep, but I'd play her to left center.
And got up under that one, and this is going to be caught. Nice job out there in left field by May to run that one down. Good hustle. Wow. He went a long way for that one.
Yeah. That was, and with one hand.
Yeah. A mile in the air, and there's the catch.
You know, when
in foul territory.
I would have liked to seen a picture of Paul. Where was he? Where was he when that ball was coming down the line?
He's on the third base side, and they've got so we're inside the field of play with our cameras, but they have little boxes there, and that's considered media and out of bounds in case something goes that way. Eventually, going to build stands for us to put the cameras outside of the fence. So, sure appreciate Coach Gaby and the staff. There's another one in the air. Again, left side. This time, third baseman calls for it, and that's Felicity May making the catch there.
A two-handed catch.
So the May girls, couple of nice catches here. They got the Basses, we got the Mays.
And they got the Emma Kate Smith.
Coolest name in the lineup right there. Pitch. You know, since Emmeline's come in, she's kind of quieted things down. She's pitching well.
Well, 2 outs. No one on. Just throw strikes. I like that pitch.
Yeah. Ump didn't like it. 8-3 ball game here in the 6th inning. Inside and high.
2-1.
2 down in this inning. Suwannee trying to get a quick 3 up, 3 down, and then get back to work offensively. In the air again, left side. And again, third baseman calls for it. And Felicity May making the squeeze, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for Madison. Here and there at bat in the 6th inning. It's still 8-3. Madison leading Suwannee on rivercountrysports.com.
Build strong, build smart, build with Assured. Assured Construction, Florida's trusted construction company for barns, steel structures, and custom builds. At Assured, they specialize in strong functional structures built to last in Florida's demanding climate. Building with integrity, precision, and pride. Veteran-owned and operated. Financing available. Assured Construction. Call 386-209-4372. Online at assuredbuild.com. Assured Construction.
Go Bucks!
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high quality education.
And back here in River Country Sports, hope you're enjoying the broadcast tonight. Madison Cowgirls coming over here to take on Suwannee. Getting late in this ball game. Suwannee going to come back into it. They need to get things done here.
Yep, big inning here.
Good
We need
opportunity.
to at least put ourselves in striking distance
Leighton Starling to lead off here for Suwannee in the bottom of the 6th. We're down to 6 outs. And then Alden Bass has gone the distance here for Madison. In fact, she's pitched every inning that varsity has played so far on the young season.
And it's something that you can do in softball that you can't do in baseball, because actually an underhand motion is a normal motion. And that's actually what apes and chimpanzees do. They throw underhand. They don't throw overhand.
Yeah, they don't throw softballs normally.
No.
They want to be on the receiving end of what they're throwing.
Percent of maybe Bigfoot's throw overhand. I'm not sure.
I don't know. We've never witnessed that. We've had grainy pictures, but you can't tell if it's overhand, underhand, what's happening.
Yeah, but that's why you can pitch softball.
Now, where you grew up, what did you call? Did you have a name for? Because in the South Florida, we call it a skunk ape.
No, we when I grew up, I'm not even sure if they had found them yet. No, it was the Yeti.
The Yeti.
They were over in the Himalayas,
Yeah.
so they hadn't made it over here yet, and journeyed over to the United States yet.
I've heard many different names. Bigfoot, the most popular, but we called him a skunk ape back
But
in
you know, if I'm a Yeti in the Himalayas, I could be a skunk ape in Florida.
There you go.
I like the weather.
And thought looking there, Starling, one down.
How many strikeouts does this girl have?
Well, let's add them up again. We 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's a pretty good night.
Yeah.
And the opposing pitcher now, Emily Watley. And right to the man, she got drilled that one, just unfortunately right at the shortstop. And a nice play out there by Logan Bass.
All right, been wanting that 2-out rally. We only had a guy be able to get it in the first inning.
Down to 4 outs. Timberly May made that nice play out in left field. Let's see if that sparks her here offensively. Takes a called strike.
You know, another thing with girls softball, you know, we discussed it with the coach. You know, there's scholarships to be had.
Oh, yeah. Great opportunities.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a tough play. Nice. Man, I'll tell you what, I thought that was going to be trouble. But Logan Bass handled that like it was just a piece of cake. Crossed the diamond in time to Smith, and that's going to do it for Suwannee. 3 up, 3 down. So we head to the 7th with your score remaining 8-3 Madison here on RiverCountrySports.com. Your trusted local real estate partner in Live Oak, Grantham Realty, for all your real estate needs in North Florida. With over 20 years experience, they're more than just a real estate agency. They're your friends and neighbors dedicated to serving this vibrant community. So whether you're buying or selling, you can trust Grantham Realty to provide solutions that fit your needs. At Grantham Realty, you'll be treated as a friend, not a number. Contact their friendly team today. Grantham Realty, 386-362-7080. Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. You know, at J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, collision repair, paint jobs, bumper repair. They'll handle your insurance claim for you. At J&W, no job is too big or too small. They also sell vehicles, repair vehicles, retire vehicles, plus front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-1377. Online at jwautos.com. And back here at the ballpark, Suwannee trying to hold Madison right where they are and see if they could come up with a miraculous rally in the bottom of the 7th. Hey, you never know.
Oh, stranger things have happened for sure, for sure. That's one of the things that makes baseball / softball so great is I don't care what you've seen. There's not a season goes by that you don't see something that you've never seen before.
That is true. That's the beauty of the game. Graceland Newsom to lead off here for Madison. And there's ball 1.
And Wayne, nighttime, we got the wheels out there. You see that car?
Truck.
Yes. You have those on your truck?
I do not.
Oh.
No.
Okay, the lit up wheels.
Yeah.
Put that on Wayne's Christmas list.
Well, I just have just this plain truck. In fact, I've got, and not many people have this. I still have a stick shift, a 6-speed. Made a
Most
special order that.
most people don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, it's harder to steal.
And drive.
I love it.
You steal it, you may not be able to drive it.
Saved my dad's life one time. If he was not driving a stick shift, he wouldn't have stalled out, and he would have been in traffic and ended up having a stroke, and it saved his life.
Well,
I've just always driven a stick.
I learned on a 3-speed. I also drove a 4-speed off the column.
3 on the tree. That was my first experience at it. And a runner at first base here, and 0-1 count on Hutto. Swing and a miss.
Well, we have to come up with 6 runs next inning.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Wouldn't it be nice to have a walk-off bottom of the 7th?
But we need to make sure that we only have to come up with 6.
Need 3 outs.
Oh, runner goes.
Runner to second base, the throw down. That's going to be close. Nope, she got under it.
Ooh. Well, no commotion, nobody jumping up and down. I thought she was out, but that's why I'm up here in the booth.
Well,
That's why.
I think
That's why I'm wearing green instead of blue.
I think she was some. It just got away from the catcher just enough.
Yeah, she was safe.
You can tell because she's still standing at second base. So it's better what we think up here. And we have to admit, we are wearing green and white glasses.
And Wayne, you're wearing your green Hall of Fame shirt.
Yeah, thank you.
And I have no idea why the quality of yours is better than the quality of mine.
Mine's newer. There's a base hit in between third and shortstop. They're going to hold the runner at third base, but nobody down in the inning. First and third with no outs.
And in about 2 pitches, unless the batter swings at the first one, it'll be second and third because you have a lot of catchers in difference.
And you don't want to give up that run. So I remember coaching, in little league, minor league, or normally you don't have a catcher that can make that throw, so it was sort of automatic. But sometimes we bring the shortstop across or second baseman or quick throw and try to catch that runner off third base. So different things you can do. 0-1 to Emma.
On the corners with 1 out. Strikeout would be nice now.
Nobody out.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Nobody out. I'm looking at the wrong one.
0-2 is now the count.
Wayne, when's our next baseball game?
Next week we've got Wakulla coming in here, and that'll be March the 3rd, a Tuesday evening.
It's on my schedule now.
Well, we got the Monday broadcast, middle school softball, brought to you by Cameron Concrete. So we'll do that one Monday at 4 o'clock, and then Tuesday we'll be at the ballpark for Suwannee baseball, taking on the Wakulla War Eagles. Got a piece of that one to stay alive. Again, Suwannee is in Tallahassee tonight. Moved that game up a day. It was scheduled for Friday, but due to the inclement weather coming in, they moved it to tonight to get that game in. And Suwannee playing at the Childs Timberwolves. And hopefully they're doing well.
Well, they have some tough teams on their schedule this year, and they're hoping to go. Their runner goes down to second, catcher indifference. They're hoping to go deep in the playoffs this year with you need 2 arms, and I think they have them, and they have a couple of good bats. The Green kid can pitch and the Moran kid can bat. So hopefully the end of the baseball season we'll be doing some playoff games. A little
Top by the shortstop.
Shortstop, please.
Maley Gaby makes a squeeze and one down.
little lazy fly ball to the shortstop. That's what we needed. Okay, one down.
Really kind of works. Yeah. Yes.
Oh. Wayne, that's another bass. This is never a good time.
This is Riley. And see if we can get a score on the baseball game. And do not have a score so far. If somebody's at the baseball game and watching the stream on their phone, give me a text.
You know, Wayne, Riley came into this game hitting like, yeah, if I can get my numbers right here.
Got a single tonight and also walked.
Yeah, she came in hitting 600. She's probably going to leave in about 800.
She's had a good night at the plate.
Yeah.
Scored a run. That was way up high. Second and third here, one down. Suwannee trying to keep things where they are to give themselves a shot in the bottom of the seventh.
Well, they're in at the corners, and I don't know why they're not in it short and second. Now they are.
That was in there. Good looking pitch there, right on the inside corner. Could use a strikeout here.
Oh, big time.
The 2-2 pitch. Out of play.
No. Count remains 2-2 with one out.
Taj Dobson waiting on deck for Madison.
I think she came into the game.
Yeah. Came in the fifth, batting in the seventh. We're on deck here in the seventh. And down the line, fair ball. That's going to score two more runs.
That'll clear the bases.
And that's going to push her up. 2 more runs.
And that ball could have been fair by more than a foot.
It's a beautiful piece of hitting there. I mean, right down the line, got by the third baseman, 2-run score. She ends up at second base, so 2 RBI double. Riley Bass. Now Taj Dobson.
Paul's got a lot of action down that left field line tonight.
He's been active.
I'm going to be happy to see him at the end of the game, what he has to say. You may not get him to go back. Either that or I like it so much that he did go back. He wants to go back.
I just appreciate him filling in. We had several cancellations as far as our normal camera crew, and he was able to come to our rescue. So,
well, he knows how to use a camera.
Yeah, normally it's a still camera, though, not the moving pictures. To the first baseman and flip over to the second baseman, covering the bag in time. 2 down.
That's done.
Going to third base is Bass.
10-3, Wayne. It's going to be a tough battle.
Yep. Here comes another Bass. This is Logan coming up to bat. Howland's on deck. In the dirt there for ball.
Well, we catch these girls again later in the season, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we get them in April against Fort White, April 10th.
And that's a 5 o'clock start.
That is everything's 7 o'clock.
Oh, 7 o'clock. Middle school, what start Monday?
Well, middle school's in the daytime because they don't have lights. So they're going to be, Monday is at 4. We got a 5 o'clock and then a 2 o'clock later in the month.
Is that going to be one of those things where like all the kids get to go to the game?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
And, the cool thing, if you'll subscribe to the channel, and they'll send you alerts whenever we have a live broadcast coming up. So make sure you like and subscribe. And here comes another run.
That could be
That's
extra
in,
bases.
that's in the gap, right center field. And a stand-up double. Give Logan an RBI there. And this is pretty much put this game out of reach here.
Well,
Now 11-3.
Well, let me ask you this. If they score 2 more runs, is it over? Is that the 10-run rule?
Well, you got to have your at bat in the bottom of the 7th. So
Okay.
we're going to play 7 innings. To the shortstop, and not going to be able to field it cleanly. Coming around to score, going to be a play at the plate. Nope. Down to second base, everybody's safe. And she's going to try to take third.
She's going to
and does. Wow.
That it's been the problem this evening, is just not very crisp.
For the Cowgirls. Now batting for the Cowgirls, number 4, Mercy E.
Well, that's why you have practice. That's why you take 100 ground balls a day.
4 more runs. They've scored 4. 4 in the 3rd, 4 in the 4th, and now 4 here in the 7th. Popped out of play. Ooh, that hit the speaker. Let's not do that.
Just don't hit the camera, dear God.
Yeah.
I mean, please. CPR to Wayne right here.
They're pretty pricey, I can tell you.
Did you thank John Koch for being here tonight?
I have not, but I got on him about the scoreboard earlier. But we do thank him. He's running the Animal Companion Hospital scoreboard for us.
And actually, he's done a excellent job.
He has done a good job.
Because you actually have to pay attention.
Yeah.
You got to have the count.
That's right.
Where the runners are.
John, we've got some special programming coming up as far as community news, and we're going to do some interviews with local politicians running for office so people can get some information, and pretty excited about that. That's in the planning stages. But as we move from sports into other areas, River Country. 2-2 pitch up high. Count will go full. Let's close it out here. Come on. Don't want to give him a 10-run lead. Staying alive up there is Eads.
But even if the score is like, one thing about softball or baseball as opposed to football, even if the score is like this, that's fine. You can still play another 3 or 4 innings because nobody's beating you over your head like in football, or when you're losing by 5, 6 touchdowns. Let's just go to the house.
There's ball 4, so the inning continues.
And
they're about to bat around here.
Yeah.
Anna Kate Smith will be the 9th batter of the inning. Well, I mean, they have mercy rules in all the sports. You can get that running clock. We've seen that in the second half of football, and you can get the 10 run in baseball or softball.
Well, and as a player here, you want to get another at bat. You want to have a ball ahead to you. Want to be able to make a throw. So even though you're losing, you still should enjoy playing.
Well, you only get one high school career, man. So you want it to last as long as you can. That's what I tell kids all the time, man, do it. You think yes. I mean, when you get older, you look back and you remember those things, man. These are memories, just the camaraderie with fellow players, fans. That's in the air, and let's see. Second baseman calls for it and makes the catch. Nice play out there by Leighton Starling, and that's going to do it for Madison. Suwannee coming to bat in the bottom of the 7th inning, 12-3 Madison on rivercountrysports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it.
Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now.
Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you.
And that's a boom shakalaka.
Van Carpet One, if you're looking for new flooring, man, they have got that brand new building on Faith Road in Lake City. I mean, it is beautiful, big white building, and we just got hardwood flooring from them about a year ago, and really happy with the look. Ripped out the carpet, put in the new flooring. But if you're looking for any kind of floor covering, that's the place to go.
Oh, and it seems to me like they've been around forever.
They have, you know, they're in a different location, but now they got this big, beautiful place, and I mean, they've got it all in stock and all the samples and everything. It's nice.
Well, Wayne, here we are at the bottom of the seventh. We only have to score 9 runs. I don't think that's going to happen, but you said before we will be doing another girls softball game this year.
And you never know. Don't give up. We still have 3 outs to go. I want to stay positive.
Oh,
Kenzie's up there battling. She's not giving anything up.
I would love for us to score 9 runs, but
the odds are against it. I'll give you that.
it took us 6 innings to score 3. If we get another 12, we might. Now, this girl from Madison, she's
Be our highest rated program if it were to happen.
Yeah, she's pretty much lights out here. You know, and it would be different, you know, if we had our top of the line girl going, because this game is you give me a percentage, 75 or 95% pitching. You know, if you can throw it here, you can win.
There's strike 3.
And that
Down to 2 outs now.
And are we up to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12? Is that the 14th strikeout?
It is.
So you're in the 7th inning with 21 possible outs, and she struck out 14 of them. And she can strike out another 2. That's an incredible performance.
And actually had 1 strikeout where the catcher didn't hold on to the ball, and we ended up at first base, but that still counts as a K.
Yeah.
And she's still grooving, man. It seems like she's getting stronger in the latter innings.
Well, we're hearing the glove pop now.
I mean, she's just playing catch with the catcher right now, just grooving it in there. And as you said, you hear that pop, and you hear the umpire with a whoo.
And Madison's in our district here for softball.
No. I pointed that out to you.
Yeah, but I was going to let you tell everyone.
No. Suwannee is 3A in District 3, along with Paxson, Stanton, Wolfson, and Baldwin. Oh, that's for the baseball.
No, that's
all right. I got the wrong. You got it. See, I gave you everything, and
Well,
then you're asking me questions.
Osceola Christian.
3A District 2, Wakulla, Godby, Gadsden, and Suwannee. Okay. And then for Madison is in a 1A District 5, Osceola Christian, Hilliard, and Hamilton, but Hamilton ended up canceling the season.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Hey, but we have one of their guys here who's been doing a great job coaching. John Paul. Yeah.
Yeah.
And doing girls. I think he does girls volleyball too, maybe. But helping with the softball, and has his son playing football over in Lake City.
Addison Peterson, our last hope here. 2 down. And oh my goodness, what a catch over there at third base. Emma Rogers with the hot hand there. She snags that one, and that's going to do it. That is the ball game. Your final score is going to be Madison 12, Suwannee 3. Back to talk about it after this on rivercountrysports.com.
No matter what the road ahead brings, we'll be there. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance has been a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Local people, great rates, friendly service. That's the Farm Bureau Insurance promise. Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Brantford and in Live Oak. In Brantford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Cupid's drawing back his bow and aiming straight at the President's Day sales event at Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Sweetheart savings on cars, Jeeps, trucks, and SUVs are waiting. Kick off truck month strong with up to $12,000 in total savings on 2026 Ram trucks.
People ask, why do we give such great deals? It's because we love selling Jeeps.
That's right. Love is in the air, and so are the deals during the President's Day sales event at Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Want professional concrete services in Live Oak and surrounding areas? Look to Cameron Concrete. They specialize in efficient concrete services for residential and commercial jobs. With their experienced team and state-of-the-art equipment, they can ensure reliable delivery of concrete for all types of projects. From slab construction to sidewalk installation, patio design and installation, concrete repair, plus recycled asphalt millings for driveways and roads. Trust Cameron Concrete for quality workmanship and excellent customer service. Cameron Concrete, 386-590-1279. Online at CameronConcrete.com.
Suwannee softball. We got to get our signals down. Suwannee softball here on RiverCountrySports.com. Let's give credit to Alvin Bass. I mean, 15 strikeouts tonight, gave up 3 hits, and Madison, give them credit coming from behind. And now coach has got him out there doing a little bit of running.
That's fine. I might have him doing a little bit of fielding and throwing because how many errors did we have this evening?
You had a few. And that, where it really started to come unraveled is when we started dropping the ball early in this game. Had E9 and then their big inning when we got going. Just had one inning error in the first, but then coming into that third inning, that's where we 1, 2, 3 errors that inning, and that really hurt us. And then the home run from Bass, and that kind of turned things on for Madison. They scored 4 in the third, came back with 4 in the fourth, and scored 4 more in the seventh to kind of put this thing away. But give Suwannee credit; they never gave up in this game. They fought all the way to the end.
Yeah, and and it's tough in softball, girls softball. You go into the season usually with 1 ace, and you're really lucky if you have 2.
Yeah.
And of course, I've been in this business long enough to hear parents complaining that their kid never got a chance to pitch because there's that one girl who's just that good, and Madison has one of those.
Yeah, remember now, Suwannee had Gracie that
Yes.
was going to be the ace this year.
That's
and,
what I'm saying.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. But if she can come back come playoff time, then this is a whole different, deal.
Yeah.
And, and also as the season goes along, hopefully we can field the ball a little bit better, some bad throws, some, things that just did not go our way. And unfortunately we lost. But it was, it was fun to come out here tonight. It was fun to see the JV girls won. And that game had a bunch of runs in it as well. And it's good to give the girls their, give them their time in the light. Forever it's been, boys, boys, boys. So I'm happy that we got to do a girls softball game tonight. I would have felt a whole lot better if we had won, because we're bleeding a little green. But we're going to get a second chance this year with girls softball. We're going to get a big chance with girls middle school softball. So
as for Suwannee now, their next game is going to be at Fort White. They'll go to Fort White. That'll be March the 5th, starting at 7. The next home game is going to be March the 6th as the Lafayette Lady Hornets come in here.
And that's we beat them to start the season, but that's one of those rivalries that to me is a pleasant rivalry. You can have a rivalry with a team and it's like, it's all blood and guts, but this is more like a respect thing. and I like that.
And Lafayette's had a great program. I tell you, another team that has a great program is Branford. The Lady Buccaneers.
Yep, they're up and coming, and a lot more people moving into the county. They have a little bit bigger pool of players to pick from, and that's going to help you a whole lot. The more kids you have in your school, the better chance you have of having some athletes.
As for Madison, their next ball game going to be on March 3rd. That'll be against North Florida Christian. That'll be a home game for Madison. And then they go to Port St. Joe. They got the long road trip on March the 5th. That's coming up for the Lady Cowboys, or the Cowgirls, if you will. And thought maybe we were going to get Coach Gaby to come up here, but he's still meeting with the players. So
you need to tell me. We're doing a middle school game. I don't even know who the middle school coach is this year.
Maybe you should do a little research.
Well, Monday is my day. I have to find the parking lot. That'll be my research first. But who am I going to be dealing with?
You expect me to have that answer, don't you?
Yes, that's why they pay you the big bucks.
Yes. Nicole Williamson.
Oh, I remember.
See, I mean, right there was
Yeah, I knew Nicole when she was a kid. Yes. Okay.
And as long as you brought up Suwannee Middle School, so just to give you their schedule real quick, they played today a home game against Williston. Their next game in middle school is going to be Lake City, coming up on March the 3rd. That's the Suwannee Middle School B softball schedule.
Oh, okay. Well, you need to mention that.
Go ahead. You've got it on your phone.
Yeah, but
blow it up just a bit. There you go.
No, that's not on my phone. That's on someone else's phone. My phone flips.
You got to get the glasses and blow it up, right?
Yeah, but they're going to be. Well, I think they've already had that game away at Fort White. And who is Madison Academy?
Yeah,
I don't know who that is. Do you?
Well, we can find out.
Branford, Port St. Joe, Fort White.
The cool thing is that there's a lot of opportunity for the kids to play, varsity, JV. You got middle school, you got an A and B schedule. I mean, which means there's a lot of kids that have come out, which is super to see.
Yeah. They've got a 7-game schedule. That's not a bad deal at all.
I'm all for anything that gives these kids opportunities to play sports. I think that's awesome. And on that note, that's going to wrap up the broadcast. We sure hope you've enjoyed it. If you want to get us, just word, just to tell me you're enjoying these broadcasts, or you wish we do this, or whatever it is you want to say, our email address is rivercountrysports@gmail.com. rivercountrysports@gmail.com. Congratulations to the Madison Lady Cowboys, Lady Cowgirls. I keep mixing that up, but they got a 12-3 victory here in Live Oak tonight, and Alton Bass 15 strikeouts, giving up 3 hits. What a great performance that we saw here for the Madison pitcher.
Oh, absolutely. And Wayne have done 2 games so far this year. Did a baseball game. Grayson Green strikes out 9 out of his first 10 batters, and this girl strikes out 7 of her first 9 batters, and goes on to average 2 strikeouts an inning. Actually, a little bit more than 2 strikeouts an inning. So we have seen some unbelievable pitching performances in the 2 games that I have done, and one not our way, one our way. So let's hope that Monday I can catch one our way. And I'm excited to see, now that I see the varsity, I'm going to be excited to see the middle school and see what's going to be coming up here in the future, because this is going to be the future as River Country Sports, doing girls athletics, whether it's softball, basketball, whatever it may be. But, it's a future that's inevitable.
Again, we've got Suwannee Middle School softball on Monday, 4 o'clock, as Mayo comes to town. And that's brought to you by Cameron Concrete. On Tuesday, we've got Suwannee Baseball, a home ball game against Wakulla. And don't forget the Suwannee Sports Report with Coach Moran. That'll be on Monday evening starting at 7 o'clock. So plenty to look forward to here on the channel. That's going to wrap up the broadcast tonight. I want to thank our streaming producer, Mr. Sawyer Brooks. I want to thank our camera operators, Paul Buchanan, Lucy Golub, and we had John Koch on the scoreboard. For Tom Daniels, I'm Wayne Luttrell. Thanks for watching RiverCountrySports.com.